Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. What you with? Big dog. What's going on? Sunny day. And what you got? We having motion. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Louis Vuitton. That's what you rockin'. Ed Hart and what else? Like 𝐁𝐫𝐴. Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah. She bought stuff. She don't fuck with hoes that's petty. I told her shopping spree tomorrow. My baby ready. Can't live without her. I'm sick, need a medic. When you up to it, let's go party. Yeah, yeah. We gon' go up. We gon' go gnarly. Get fresh from school and show up tardy. Yeah. My wrist game stupid, it's retarded. We smoke that shit, we like Bob Marley.
What do you say?
Thank you for joining us. Another episode of WatHeSay. My name is Kenny, also known as Kenny's Vision, Ken Dog. And I just want to clap it up actually, because it's another episode of WatHeSay. And at WatHeSay, we appreciate every episode that we in, you know, and the guests too that's coming with us. So I'm gonna just let you introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is 𝐁𝐫𝐚𝐧𝐝, but I go by Daughter Yee, whatever the people want to call me. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, downtown to be exact. Actually, Lynn Street to be exact. I grew up downtown, and like for a while, downtown was all I knew. And then eventually, I went to Purcell over here on the east side. That's how I was able to meet certain people and, you know, branch off into knowing and doing more stuff.
Okay, hey, that's what's up. Welcome in.
Yep.
Welcome in. I appreciate you for coming in too. And you say Cincinnati, downtown, what they call it, down the way? Down the way.
Yeah.
So he know. But yeah, actually, you know, talking about, you know, being from Cincinnati, I seen you had a most recent drop, which we'll get into, but I seen that you did your photo shoot and the video at your old high school.
Yeah.
So tell me about, like, did your school ever play a role into building who you are now, you know, and all that you got, or yeah, your brand?
Yeah, actually, I would say Purcell helped a lot. Honestly, that was the school I went to, Purcell Marion, over in East Walnut Hills. Like I said, before Purcell, all I really knew was, you know, downtown. Like, I went to downtown schools my whole life. But I did go to a private school my whole life. I went to St. Joseph before I went to Purcell. And like my mom, I'm thankful she was able to give me like a better education and try to show me that it was more to, you know, downtown. But even with me still going to that private school, I was getting out of school, still going with the downtown kids, hanging with my downtown friends. So it's like, yeah, I was getting better, but that's still all I knew at the end of the day. Then I wanted to go to Roger Bacon. It was so crazy, but I shadowed there and I wasn't really liking it. And I shadowed Purcell, and it's like as soon as I shadowed, I knew like this the one. Like, so that's how I got into Purcell. And I remember my freshman year, we was doing this little arts and craft. It was a little arts and crafts project in art class, and we had to turn our name into like a street sign. Like, it was like a street sign segment where we turned our name into a street sign, but it was backwards. And my art teacher, his name was Mr. V, he was fucking with the project. So he like, this hard, like this can actually be something. Like, you could turn this into like a brand or something. Like, he knew I was into fashion and stuff like that. He was into fashion too, so we connected a little off of that. And he told me like, you should like start a brand off of it or something one day. So that just lit like a bulb in my head. Like, so the next bill, I had like a free bill with my friend Eric, who I'll get into in a minute. But I'm telling him like, yeah, Mr. V told me like I should start a brand, and I think I actually want to start a brand. Like, and of course we was kids, like, so we talked about starting a brand, and we had that conversation, and that was really all we ever spoke on it until we could get into all that. Okay. But yeah, for sure. Yeah, so that school really did play a part in the brand, and I definitely give Mr. V his credit for putting that idea in my head.
Yeah, and we need teachers like that, you know, to this day, you know, just to push us, not even teachers, just people, you know what I'm saying, just to push us to awakening that light bulb in our head, you know what I'm saying, and revealing our potential, because, you know, just some of us come from like backgrounds where, like you said, like all we know is this, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying, but our minds aren't open to doing something that's outside of the box, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and like I always had an open mind, and I was always very curious, but when that's all you know, it's kind of hard to believe in what could happen or what could be when all you see is certain stuff, you know?
Yeah, that's real. That's real. So yeah, walk us down. I'm glad I played a great, role into, who you are today and your brand as well. But yeah, walk us down the timeline to how you got to where you're at right now.
Okay. Okay, well, you talking about in general or just with Brazy Inc?
Well, no, tell us about you, Yeah, well, your life.
So, like I said, grew up downtown, Cincinnati, Ohio, Lynn Street to be exact. I was always like a cool kid, like fly. People always loved me.
Yeah.
I had hoop dreams before any of this. Like I just wanted to hoop. Like that's all I wanted to do. And at the grade school I went to, I was kind of good because it wasn't really that much good people. So I was kind of like the best player. Like so I was always like real cool and stuff. But I was always a tomboy. So I always hung with the boys and did boy stuff like went to hoop stuff like that. So all the boys always loved me. 5th grade, I remember I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. Like I remember 5th grade, we was doing a career day or something like that, and we had to do vision boards of the career we wanted to live. So, like I said, I went to hoop, so of course hooping was on my vision board. But we was learning about different careers, and like, I ain't knocking nobody or what they want to do, but like doctors, teachers, stuff like that. None of that was really like sticking to me. So she told us about entrepreneurship. And I just remember it was a long word and I could not pronounce it, but I understood the definition and I'm like, yeah, that's what I want to do. Like, she like, you could be the boss, like you could be the CEO, you can have nice cars, nice house, be rich, take care of your family. I'm like, yeah, that's the one. Like, and I'm like, even outside of basketball, I can still be an entrepreneur. So I'm like, that's the one. So I remember that. Then fast forward to, I get through grade school, I'm just a regular kid playing in the hood, doing kid stuff. My mom, she always kept us fly. She always kept us nice, put together. But like I said, that's all I knew. So then I got to Purcell, and my friend Eric, he was like my best friend. That's where I met Eric at. Well, let's introduce Eric. So Eric was my best friend. I met him at St. Joseph in 2nd grade. That's when I got to St. Joseph. I remember us having to sit by each other because we both had the same last name. So we had to sit by each other, and I just remember a kid just kept talking to me, and I'm like, why is this kid talking to me? Like, I don't even know him. Like, and I used to be very shy, like, until I opened up, so I'm just like, why is he talking to me? But every day, he'd just keep talking to me. Eventually, we just became best friends. Like, we would talk and talk. We would get in trouble for talking, like, and we always had to sit by each other because of the last name, so eventually, he just became my best friend, and from 2nd grade all the way up to 8th grade, we was best friends. We even went to high school together, freshman year, sophomore year, then junior year, he actually was leaving Purcell, going into our junior year, but a few days before school, junior year even started, he passed away to just being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Because like I said, we grew up downtown, it's a lot of violence, a lot of stuff that go on down there. And he was just really in the wrong place at the wrong time. And that honestly affected me a lot, like, because that was my boy, like, that was my first real friend, like, so it honestly did affect me a lot. And for a long time, I was very, like, angry. Like, I wasn't even really sad and dealing with the death. I was just more so angry. So it was just to a point I'm like, I don't want to be like this, like, no more. Like, I need to find a purpose in his death. I need to make purpose out of this pain. Like, I don't want to keep feeling like this, and he won't want me to keep feeling like this. So I'm like, what can I do? Like, so one day I'm like, the brand idea just popped back up in my head. So I'm like, well, we talked about starting a brand together. Like, why don't I start a brand together? Then I came up with a name, got a logo made by this girl who was doing logos popping around the time. This is back in like 2022, by the way.
2020?
Yeah. I'm still in high school. I'm like a senior, going to my senior year of high school.
Yeah.
But I got everything started like going into the senior. It was like the summer going into that. So I got that logo made. I called up his sister and his cousin, because we got real close off his death too. We were always cool and stuff, but we kind of bonded a little more off his death. So I called them, like, his cousin, she was already making like little R&P shirts and stuff like that, so she was already familiar with how to get started with that type of stuff. So I'm like, I got some parchment paper, I got some shirts, and we went there and we got to work. It was hard, like, we fucked up a few times, but eventually we got it right. We got on the shirt. I made a Facebook post. This is before it was even Instagram. Like, this is before it was even content, any of that. I just took some pictures of the shirts, posted them on Facebook. Like, I'm introducing this brand, what y'all think? And the people was messing with it. So I'm like, okay, like, we gonna get us a try. Like, so then eventually, some years go by, I didn't drop. You know, I was still in high school, like I said. So I didn't really do my first official drop until I was like a freshman in college. I did go to Central State for a year after school. I graduated in 2021. So right out of high school, I did go to college for a year. And while I was in college, I used that little stimulus check they give. And I invested in my brand.
Wow.
Like, yeah, my first drop. Like, it was some bombers. Like, I probably spent like, I want to say like $1,500. Just I spent it all too. Like, I make sure I had a couple of, but I didn't went broke just spending it. And I ain't gonna lie to you, like when I got the load off, but I fucked my money up so bad to the point it was like, well, what'd you just do that for? Like, you just did all that. Now how you finna get the money to do it again? Cause you know the people fucking with you. Like, so I say that was my first official Instagram drop, but I didn't even do like, you see how I be doing like models and content? Yeah. I didn't even do that. I just used the pictures that the manufacturer sent me and I just posted them on Instagram. Like,
people was messing with it though.
And people was messing with it.
That's love.
Yeah. And then from there, it was just on. Like, I went through a lot of trials and tribulations, a lot of loss, a lot of mental stuff, like a lot of stuff. But it's like, I will say, I'm a leaver. Like, I'm a leaver. So when something just not going right or something not going how I want to do it, I'm okay with leaving it alone and jumping into something else. But out of all these years from 2020 to now, I never, like, I ain't gonna say I ain't think about stopping, but something in me just won't let me stop. Like, something in me just, no matter what, I can be down to my last dollar, I'm planning to drop. I don't care. Like, it's something about this. Like, I feel like this truly is like my purpose. Like, I feel like I found purpose from this. So it's something about it that just made me keep going no matter what. Like, throughout everything. Like,
hey, respect to you, you know, because it's I'm glad you ain't stopped. You know, I was just talking with him earlier, a guy behind the scenes, but like how you had the kids wearing, you know, your apparel. You know what I'm saying? That's different. Yeah. You know, I ain't gonna hold you. That's different.
Try to be for the whole community, you know, as a whole, not just certain, you know, people, everybody.
Right. But shout out you, 5 years strong in the game. So now you kind of spoke about it a little bit, like, you know, finding purpose from your friend's death. So can you describe for us, like, what does Brazy Incorporated stand for?
Okay. Brazy Incorporated stands for everything Brazy, basically. Like, we started off as Brazy Gang. I'm not sure if you remember or not, but we started off as Brazy Gang, and it created like, like a lot of controversy, kind of like people didn't know like if it was a gang and would they get in trouble for wearing it or would it be certain stuff, you know? So eventually, at first I was kind of blind to it because I knew what message I was trying to relay to the people, you know, but a lot of people just wasn't hearing me. So I'm like, I'm a rebrand, like, and I rebranded last February, so I'm almost in like my 2 years of being rebranded in this upcoming February. And yeah, I rebranded because it was a lot of people that would even show love, share, you know, comment, support, but they just wouldn't wear it just because specifically of that gang. So I changed it to Brazy Inc, short for Incorporated, because it just means everything Brazy. Like, with Brazy Inc, we can be Brazy anything. Brazy World, Brazy Gang, Brazy, it's everything Brazy, basically. Like, you know? Okay. So yeah, that's what that means to me. I
like that. It's a smart business move too. Yeah. You know, business move too. So yeah, like I said, 5 years strong in the game, you know, rebranding stuff. So you got some experience as well, you know, being a CEO. But what was your biggest obstacle, would you say, throughout your 5 years, and how did you overcome that obstacle?
I would say my biggest obstacle, still to this day, is like manufacturers. Like, it's hard finding like a good, trustworthy manufacturer. Like, they be having a whole lot of stuff going on, and they create a whole lot of commotion, like with me and with like my supporters, because I'm announcing stuff and then I'm waiting months at a time for stuff that I announced months ago, and my customer, hey, where this at? We ain't dropping it, you know, and it's looking like I'm just perping or something, or I ain't handling my stuff when they been paid in full, everything. Like, so it's like it be really, for me, just everything that go on behind the scenes that I have no control over. Like, that be, I would say, be the most for me.
Okay, so actually I want to ask you a question. So like so things you don't have any control over, you know, how do you kind of get past that? How do you overcome those things? Like, how do you personally deal with those?
I'm very dramatic, so when that stuff is happening, I honestly just be like, want to say fuck it, and I want to distance myself, and like, I honestly be very dramatic about it. I'm trying to like get out of that and learn how to just still just focusing on what I can control, because obviously there's nothing you can do about it. So being mad about it or being sad about it or crying about it, it really don't help. But usually when those stuff do happen, I just get to like isolating myself and just staying to myself, because I just be feeling like I ain't working hard enough or something like that. So I just get to being isolated, basically. That's how I handle that. And like I said, I'm trying to get out of that, get, you know, more into just focusing on what I can focus on, you know.
Do you ever meditate or pray or anything like that?
Of course, I would say I do pray. I pray every day. I am trying to strengthen my relationship with God, so I honestly do pray every single morning before I start my day, and sometimes more than that, but I make sure I pray at least every single morning. And I definitely talk to God about it. Like, I literally talk to him like a friend. I just sit in my room and I just be like, please, just let this load come. Please do something to make this come, like, you know, like, so I definitely spend a lot of time talking to God, probably more than my own friends, like, honestly. So yeah.
Hey, that's what's up.
I do pray about it.
It helps out, you know, because I also too find myself being alone, you know, just to get my thoughts together.
Yeah.
You know, and I get you too, like, you know, please God, you know, make it, you know, we all got something we want to get off, man. So it's like, I understand.
Yeah, but it really be that for me, really just the manufacturer holding me up. And then it's like, it's a lot of stuff, like they'll send stuff not how you wanted it, or they'll just be holding up money. And like me, I'm still a growing entrepreneur. Like, I don't just have it all figured out yet or nothing. So I still work part-time jobs, you know, to even fund my business and stuff like that. So it's like, if I already got, you know, money here, I'm not trying to be putting more money in when I still got this money. I'm trying to get this out, because that's gonna flip that. And you know, I be trying to create like a motion, but they be just throwing stuff off, like, so that really be the hardest for me, like, because I really truly love what I do, like, and if I could do this full time, I would, but that's probably the hardest for me, just having to stay down and wait, because I really can see what this can be, you know. So all that, it be a lot sometimes, but I still keep going no matter what. That's all, you know, you can do. But.
Yeah, facts. And I'm glad you keep going, you know, because we're only as strong as our challenges, you know. And I'm glad you keep overcoming it. And have you noticed it to be a problem with like the tariffs going up and, you know, manufacturing and all that?
Honestly, this drop that I just did, the Brazy Academy, honestly, I was already waiting a while for it. Then it got held up in customs. Then after it got cleared from customs, they charged me a tariff fee, actually. And I had to pay it, like, it was nothing I can do. So
would you say, I mean, because that a lot of people are stopping what they're doing. Because
of that?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think nothing can really stop me, what I'm doing. Because I really just want this, like, this really what I want to do, like, so any obstacle or anything that come my way to, like, get me to maybe quit or something, it just won't work, like, and it just won't, like, I don't know, like, because even that, like, I could easily just be like, you know what, y'all can just keep it, and they charged me $80 on top of what I already just had to pay the manufacturer to even get it here, on top of already waiting months for it, like, are y'all serious? But I just paid it, like, it wasn't nothing I could do, like, I just paid it. But I mean, I understand, like, it's a lot that go into this, and it could really mess with your mental and everything if you let it. But so I would understand, like, I don't blame people for, you know, backing out or stopping what they doing. But me, I just can't. Like, I just can't.
Can't do it, yeah. Yeah, I love that. I love that. You know, player of the game. So yeah, you are. What collection are you on right now?
Okay, as you know, I just did the Brazy Academy collection. That collection, it been good. I got my first viral reel, I would say. So
you talking about the principal?
Yeah. And I actually really sat and thought about that. Like I really, you know, really got in a lab with that, like on some artist stuff. Like I really be trying to like create and show people like a story through my clothes, like through my stuff. And I actually worked with a creative director. Like I brought all the ideas to him, and he just brought everything together. He made a mood board. He helped me find a photographer. I already had models and stuff, but he helped bring it to life too. So shout out to him. But yeah, that's what I'm currently on. My bad. Go ahead. I was just gonna say I got a few more shirts of those I'm trying to get off, but I actually am working on another collection right now too that will be shipped out next week. It's just something chill, a hoodie and some sweatpants. I kind of like to go like something super graphic and then chill, then super graphic, then chill. That's kind of how I like to do mine, you know? So this is going to be real chill. We're going to go. I'm trying to get it out for Black Friday next week. So that's the go for that. And then after that, I got one more drop. It's a special one. It's going to be called 23. It's going to be representing my birthday because I'm turning 23. So Jordan year, yeah. You know that. So yeah. I'm just working on those next two collections, and like I said, finish getting these few shirts off. But that's it for the year, you know.
Wow. Yeah, make sure y'all go tune in to Brazy Academy.
Yeah.
Brazy Academy. No dropouts allowed.
No dropouts allowed.
Yeah, you kind of spoke a little bit on creativity too, and getting in the lab. So for you, when it comes to like what you want to drop, and even how you came up with like some graphics, something chill, where does your creativity come from?
A lot of my creativity come from, I spend a lot of time on my For You page. And my For You page, on my brand page, it's like full of a lot of other creators and brands, especially from Atlanta. So a lot of my inspo come from like Atlanta brands. And I be on a lot of like design pages too. And I study brands that I really look up to, and I see this type of stuff they drop and the type of promotion and stuff they doing. And I don't like copy it, but that's where my inspo be coming from. And a lot of stuff really just be coming from the dome for real. Like I already got an alpha fashion. Like I could be anywhere and just see, like I could see that crew neck and be like, well, I want to drop a crew neck, and I got inspired from you, but I just make it my own. Like you know, like I really get inspiration from everywhere. Like I said, I can be at Walmart. I'm feeling on their quality and stuff. Like I'm just always creating for real. So.
Wow, all the time working.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Because I feel you. I'm an artist, and so like I use references for me to learn how to like draw bodies and all that. You know what I'm saying? But like I also find myself just like looking at something and being like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I understand it, or like I want to do something like that. You know what I'm saying? Replicate it. So that's what's up. So with your drops, you incorporate your creativity, but do you ever take customer feedback into what you want to do?
Like what you mean? Like, can you explain that a little more?
Like, say like somebody says like, hey, I like this, I like how you did this shirt, right? But I think it would be like cool if you drop like, if you put that design on like a hoodie, or put like maybe this specific thing into like a sweatpant or something like that.
Yeah.
Like does any like customer feedback, like do you ever use that to be like, okay, like I'm gonna drop this, I'm gonna do it, I like that idea, I'm gonna do it like that, you know what I'm saying? Does that play a part into what you do?
Yeah.
Or do you just like?
For sure. I would say not all the time, but once I get so many inquiries about so much stuff from different people, it'd be like, well, obviously the people want this, so I'm gonna listen, So yeah, I do take customer feedback, even if like a piece like rip or something, or button break or anything. Like I take customer feedback very seriously, like just because I do this for y'all. Like I want returning customers, so if they telling me anything wrong, I try to accommodate them the best I can. I give credits when needed or anything. Like I really try to keep my name tight, like So yeah, I definitely allow customer feedback, and I definitely then you know, went shirt. I didn't went hoodie on something I went on the shirt that they said they wanted on the hoodie before. Yes, I done did stuff like that, or I might have did what they said but changed the design or something. You know, like so. My customers, I would say, play a part in a lot of stuff, and I do a lot of sneak peeks and stuff before I even drop, to even just to get like a feel if they gonna be messing with it or not. So yeah, customers, I include them a lot. Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah. What would you say? What would you say is your favorite drop out of everything that you drop, or favorite piece that you created?
Ever, like all time?
Yeah, all time. Yep, Brazy Inc.
Too?
Yeah.
I would honestly say this was still when I was BG. I did this Valentine's Day drop, and this one like puff print was popping back then. And I really cooked. Like I really was like, it was at first I'm like, I really want to do a Valentine's Day drop because I never did like a holiday themed drop. So I'm like, I really want to do a Valentine's Day drop. Like, so I'm thinking like, what can I do? Like, how can I make it? What do I want? This. So I came up first with how I wanted the logo to be. I told her I wanted it to be G, but I wanted it in a heart with slime dripping down, so it's still tied to the brand with that green a little bit. I came up with this quote. I remember it said, "Life is short, love and wear Brazy clothes." Like, so I came up with that on my own, and I had got a designer, and they just put everything together. I had 2 colorways, and I remember doing a shoot for it, and it was so many people at the shoot. Like, it was all the models on top of like my friends, on top of like the people they brought, on top of the camera crew. So it was so many people there, and I remember it wasn't that many hoodies. Like, it was a pretty limited drop. So by the time the drop was over, all the hoodies was basically gone. So by the time I dropped, I probably only had about 20 hoodies left to even sell. But of course I still put the content out, just for content reasons. But yeah, like, and I think that was my favorite drop. It went really crazy, especially for that time period, you know. That's when I really was getting into my content bag a little more, trying to figure out Instagram a little more. And yeah, I feel like that's my all-time favorite though.
That's what's up. Anything you think coming up for this upcoming Valentine's?
Maybe. My anniversary is in February. I plan on doing a big drop in February. Maybe I'll include like a little Valentine piece in that, or maybe I'll just drop something limited just for Valentine's Day. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Still got a long time.
Yeah.
Long way. What do you think about, or like, have you ever thought about doing like collaborative drops? So to explain that idea a little bit more, it's like kind of like artists having like a feature on their songs type thing. Like, have you ever thought about doing that? Like, you know, a drop, but like it's like a kind of like a cross drop with a brand. You ever think about that?
Honestly, yes, I did. It just would have to make sense though. That's all, because a lot of people brands, they different names and they stand for different stuff. So as long as it aligns with my brand, I'm down for that. I was gonna do a collab drop before in the future, but the person I was gonna collab with, they not doing the brand anymore right now, so we just never got to it. But they name and my name and they meaning and everything behind it, like, it would have been perfect. Like, so like I said, like, as long as, you know, it makes sense and it aligns, I'm all down for that. Like, I feel like that would be fun and that would be cool, but it just would have to make sense. Yeah.
No, I feel you. And so speaking more about the future, you know, and I don't know how like far ahead you've been looking, but what are your brand's goals, like Brazy Incorporated, for 2026? And tell us why, if you have, you know.
I want 2026 to really be like my breakthrough year. That's why I am trying to end the year off with this Jordan drop, this 23 drop, because I want year 23 to be like the GOAT year. Like, you know, like I want it to feel like 23. Like, so Brazy Inc, like I said, we're going to get these drops out. Then I'm thinking about taking January off, but I'm giving y'all a sneak peek. I'm thinking about dropping this tool, this ebook tool is going to be called Brazy Hustle Tools. And it's going to be for people that's building a brand like me, still upcoming. Like, all the stuff that people don't teach them, like the small stuff. Like, I'm not trying to help you scale, you know, your first 5K from a job, or sell out your first 5K. I'm helping with small stuff, like how to plan a photo shoot, how to text manufacturer, how to find vendors, how to, like, the small stuff that people just that'll really make people quit, because it's like, where do I even start? Like the small hustle stuff, like, you know.
That's amazing.
I'm planning on doing that January though, and maybe just doing like a big restock of like all the most selling stuff that I dropped throughout the year, just to give them something, you know. But then, like I said, February I want to do an anniversary drop, and I want this to be kind of like the biggest drop I ever did. I'm willing to run like ads. I want a website revamp. Like, I kind of want to like revamp my whole brand a little, not change the name or nothing, but just reintroduce like my whole brand. I want to drop a collection of maybe like 10 pieces minimum. That's just minimum. The most I usually drop at a time is about 4 or 5. I don't really go over that, so I just want this to be like my biggest drop ever. So yeah, that's all I really thought into as far as drops right now. I'll get the cooking next year, but right now that's all. I want to reach 10,000 followers on Instagram. I want to have consistently 10K months. I want to have consistent out of town orders. I want to build my brand a little more in Atlanta. My best friend, she actually live out there, so I want to start going down there, networking down there, doing pop-up shops and stuff down there, because they real big in the fashion industry. So I really just want to expand more, you know. And my dream is to open a shop one day. Like, I'm not rushing it, but I did want to do it by 23, but like I said, I'm not rushing it. So I'm really just trying to build myself to being a full-time entrepreneur, you know. Where I can quit all my jobs and stuff and really focus on my true passion and my true purpose, you know. So yeah.
Hey, you speaking all that into existence. You know what I'm saying? One day we're gonna be looking back and be like, she did say that. You know what I'm saying? She did say that. And that ebook I did, that's dope. I ain't gonna hold you. That right there, that's gonna hit. That's gonna smack. I ain't gonna hold you. And just one of the last questions, what do you kind of, I guess, words of encouragement, what do you have to say to, people who are where you're from, people who are maybe are struggling to think outside of the box, and see that they can be more than like what they see around them, and then also just like, something like that.
Honestly, all I would say is just keep going. Like, you're gonna feel like that. Honestly, I still feel like that. Like, I still be feeling like, what if this all I am gonna be, like, what if I am just gonna stay here in the city? But my thing is, I'd rather try. Like, I'd rather put my all into trying than just settling for a life that I know I don't want to live. So I would say just keep going. Like, if you really truly passionate about anything in the entrepreneur world, keep going. Like, whether it's clothes or whatever it is, keep going. Like, if you really got a true passion for it, just keep going. That's all you can do, is keep going. It's better than not doing nothing,
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. I hope y'all heard that. I heard you.
Even no matter what, you gotta keep going.
Yeah.
No matter what's the circumstances, anything, just keep going.
It's only temporary for the hard time.
Yeah.
Only temporary. Appreciate you. We usually like to end off with kind of like referrals, recommendations from our guests of 3 people that you would like to see on the WatHeSay podcast, and boys and girls, anybody's on your mind.
It can be like it gotta be brand owners or what, like artists or anyone.
Yeah, anyone.
It don't matter. Okay, I do our friend Paris, Bonjour Beauty.
I think I heard it.
Yeah, she do hair. She also got a brand, PE Clothing. Tree
Treeski? Okay.
Treeski,
Yeah.
VP. My boy Timmy from Public Icon.
Okay, yeah.
I think he'd be a good one.
Him too?
Yeah.
Alright, bad. Hey, we appreciate you.
Yep.
Appreciate you for coming on. And just like that, make sure y'all go check us out, subscribe, like this video, and then check your brand out at Brazy Inc as well. Where can we find you at?
Y'all can find me on Instagram at Brazy_Inc. Y'all can find me online, the website www.mybrazyinc Incorporated at Shopify.com.
Alright, bet. Just like that, we're wrapping up. Appreciate you.